At Lino's Skate Shop, the most frequently asked question from newbies or beginner inline skaters is, how do I choose my first skate? Or Mo, what would you recommend to a beginner or newbie inline skater? Stay tuned and I'll explain to you exactly how to choose your first inline skate, and of course I'll fill you in on what to look out for. Hello and welcome to Lino's Skate Shop. I'm Moe Fisher, also known as Mo, and in this video today I'm going to be explaining to you how to choose your first inline skate, and of course everything I can actually inform you about what to look out for when buying your first inline skate. So we're gonna actually go ahead in this video by explaining to you that trying to get the best fitting skate for you is actually not going according your shoe size, but your actual true foot size. So how do you go about getting your actual foot size? So basically what you can do is, if you do stand against a wall, put your heel against the wall and measure from the heel to your toe. You will get a centimeter, well, of course your foot size in centimeters, and that is your true foot size. So the reason why I'm telling you that is because some people like wearing their shoes a bit big, and if you're going to be going for getting a skate according to your shoe size, you might end up with a bigger skate, and that is not a good thing at all. So when getting your true foot size, that is the actual size that you need to get in a inline skate. Of course, the reason for me saying this, trying to get you a skate to your true foot size, is actually so you can get more comfort out of your skate. With that said, being a beginner inline skater or newbie to inlining doesn't really mean that you need to get the low-end skate or the cheapest skate. Most newbies or beginner inline skaters thinking that because they are new to inline skating, they need to get something on a low end. But kindly bear in mind that when you do get a low-end skate, most low-end skates don't really always come with a great liner, good wheels, or some bearings. Those are things that you actually need to look out for, that would actually at the end of the day give you a smoother roll and make skating more fun. So with saying that, I'm not trying to propose to you the most expensive skate or anything of the sort, but I'm just trying to guide you into buying something that would actually be fun skating. So don't always look at the high-end product, but try and go mid-range, because mid-range to high-end products, they intend coming out with a better liner. With having a better liner, it's going to offer you more comfortability when skating. You're not going to want to be skating for an hour or anything like that and feel uncomfortable in the skates that you are wearing. So with a high-end skate, you will be getting a better liner. With that better liner, it will have a thicker tongue, a softer foot bed, whereby when skating on a rougher terrain, it will help absorbing a lot of vibration before it actually hits your foot. The high-end liners or mid-range liners, they would have, in some of them would have memory foam in certain parts of the liner to offer you more comfortability from the liner, and also it would kind of help with support, I guess. Yeah, some liners are heat moldable, either in a microwave oven or some of them actually molds to the shape of your foot with your body temperature. So that's things that you need to consider when buying your first inline skate. So yeah, like I said, the liner plays an important role, simply because that is the part that would actually make your skate super comfortable. Also, when buying your first inline skate, you should actually look out for something with a hard shell, a nice high cuff. The reason for me saying that is because a hard shell, if you're going to be learning out inline skating, you're going to be knocking the skates or scuffing the skates or falling. The skates are going to scratch and things like that, but think, if you're going to be having, it's not really going to last that very long compared to a hard shell boot. With having a hard shell boot, you're of course going to have less damage to your inline skate, and also with being on the topic of a high-end skate, it would of course have better wheels, greater bearings, and an awesome stiff frame. Having a stiffer frame is also important because when it comes to a power transfer, when you are pedaling, your power transfer comes from your leg into your foot and straight out into the wheels. Having anything loose in between those parts, like a plastic frame that could shift or wiggle or anything loose, that would lose power transfer. So having a stiffer frame, which is like an aluminium frame or anything of the sort, would actually help with a power transfer. More expensive the skate is, the better the quality of the shell, wheels, bearings and frame. Of course, we all know that. Something that you also need to be aware of is when buying a high-end skate or a more expensive skate than just the inexpensive or cheap skates, you're going to get a better lacing system, you're going to get better buckles, better ratchet straps, and those are all things that actually helps with tightening the skate onto your foot to give you a more snug of a feel. And the more snug the skate is, the more in control you'll be over the skate. That's why at the beginning of the video, like I said, if you're going to be going for a bigger skate size than your actual true foot size, you're going to end up with the biggest skate, obviously, but it's not going to really play into your advantage, whereby you're going to have more control over the skate, because the bigger the skate to your foot is, you'd be less in control over the skate. So to show you a bit of an example of a mid-range skate, it would be the Power Slide Imperial 180, which I would recommend to most people, simply because the wheels, the stock wheels, which is the Power Slide Spinner 80mm wheels, these are a very good wheel for a beginner. Also on the skate you will see there's a little shock absorber there that would also help with sucking up a lot of vibration before it hits your foot when skating on a rougher terrain or non-smooth pavements. The skate also comes with a heat moldable liner. You can mold it to the actual shape of your foot, which would of course help with comfortability. It also has a few air holes in the bottom and on the sides, which would help with keeping your foot dry, and the more drier your foot stay from sweat, the more comfortable it would be. And also you would see that it has a aluminium frame. Of course, with, like I explained earlier in the video, if you have a stiffer frame, it would help a lot with a proper power transfer. So those are the little things that you need to look out for. I'm not saying go and fetch the most high-end skate as a beginner skater. All I'm trying to say is, if you're going to be buying a more affordable or inexpensive skate, it's not going to come with the best liner, the greatest wheel and awesome bearings. It's also not going to be super durable like a mid to high end range skate. The most important, what I would highlight from this video, is when getting your first pair of inline skates, and of course make sure that it fits to your true foot size, and of course try and get a skate that has a high cuff, and also that feels very rigid in your hand. If there's any like loose components where you feel it's gonna break or anything like that, I wouldn't recommend you actually buy that. Once again, I'm not trying to propose to you the most expensive skates on the market, but to get a good roll, to get a good smooth skate, you're gonna need a good pair of skates. I hope this video helped you with enlightening you about how to choose your first skate and what all to look out for. If you liked this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down, but let me know what you didn't like about it. We can also drop a comment asking me whatever questions, and I'll gladly answer you. Kindly subscribe to the channel and also hit the notification bell while doing so. You will stay updated with all the latest posts from Lino's Skate Shop. And yeah, thank you for watching. See you soon. Cheers.